Hello and welcome to my weather forecast. In today's video, I will be showing you some severe weather potential across the southeast and a multi-day severe weather event across the south and southeast as we head through much of this week. This is the GEM model, and right now here it is showing some thunderstorm activity pushing through the peninsula here of Florida. A few severe thunderstorms are possible here across this area, and this is well highlighted here on the Storm Prediction Center's Day 1 outlook with a slight risk across central Florida and surrounding areas and a marginal risk. Also a little marginal risk here into southern portions of Alabama and to portions of southeastern Mississippi. The tornado risk here today is a 2%, so a very low risk of tornadoes, but an isolated spin up or two is possible across central Florida. The wind risk here is 15% here across central Florida and surrounding areas 5%, and then also that 5% here into southern Alabama, southeastern Mississippi, and the hail threat mainly confined here into southern Alabama, southeastern Mississippi with that as well. So the modeling forecast here, you can see on the GEM model, the thunderstorms will continue moving across the peninsula of Florida into the central Florida here as we head through this evening, fading away and weakening in intensity here as we head through the night. However, a few thunderstorms are still possible as we head into the daybreak here tomorrow on our Wednesday, and that here will continue just into the afternoon with a few spotty showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Nothing severe, I don't think, out of this activity as we head into tomorrow. Too much for the Florida Panhandle, but a marginal risk for the day 2. This is for tomorrow, Wednesday, across portions of south central Georgia, far southeastern portions of Alabama, getting up into South Carolina, southern North Carolina, and into the north central Florida here areas, and kind of along the Atlantic areas here on the Florida's east coast, and also has a 2% risk of tornadoes across southern South Carolina, south central Georgia, into the far northeastern Florida Panhandle around the Jacksonville Beach area, getting up towards here, Columbia, South Carolina, maybe just south of there, south of Myrtle Beach, down towards Charleston, South Carolina, here well south and east of Atlanta. The wind risk here kind of favored along the east coast here from North Carolina down through South Carolina, Georgia, and the east coast here of Florida, the Florida Panhandle, and then the hail risk here, kind of the same areas and kind of extending back into eastern portions of Alabama as well. That will be for tomorrow, and we'll show you this here on the GEM model, that tomorrow the thunderstorms will kind of fire up around, the same locations as today, a little more broader of a view, nothing super intense, so I don't foresee the Storm Prediction Center really upgrading this to a slight risk, so I think a marginal risk here is very reasonable from the Storm Prediction Center at this time. A few stronger thunderstorms as we head through the afternoon here tomorrow, not too big of a deal. I think these will be more spotty in nature, but if you get under one of these storms, they could produce 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, maybe some quarter-size hail, and a brief spin-up tornado here is possible as well in those areas. Now, looking ahead, also here, another risk for severe weather. This is day 3 outlook. This is for Thursday. A little more potent of a severe weather threat here as you head into the deep south, into the Gulf Coast states, from north portions of far eastern and northeast Texas down through much of north central Louisiana, southern Mississippi. These are kind of cities here to be looking out for around the Dallas area, getting down towards Shreveport and into the slight risk area. Also Alexandria, Louisiana, down toward Jackson, Mississippi, right on that gradient between slight and marginal. And then getting down here into New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama here as well. A 15% overall risk for, overall risk for severe weather, and 5% risk or marginal risk kind of surrounding that. And then kind of some leftover activity up here into the Carolinas and into eastern Virginia, getting up towards here portions of Maryland as well, southern Maryland, for some leftover severe weather potential up into those regions here on Thursday afternoon as well. You can see here on this model, we'll move farther along, and this model is showing thunderstorms developing kind of in a squall line or a bow echo kind of as we head into central portions of Oklahoma, near Oklahoma City, down through Dallas, Texas. And These will be developing and pushing farther to the east, kind of falling apart a little bit as they do, but these could produce some damaging wind gusts, some very large hail, potentially up on the order of maybe golf ball size here with the strongest storms I see, and then maybe a few tornadoes are possible, isolated tornadoes at that. And these storms will kind of reinvigorate overnight as a strong low-level jet punches into these storms here from the south-southwest, and a lot of fuel as here the humidity will be increasing, the dew points will be increasing in the lower 60s around these areas, and the temperatures will stay steady overnight here, kind of feeding into these storms, and these storms will keep feeding eastward. So we very well could be talking about here a squall line or maybe even a couple bow echoes developing here across Louisiana, portions here of southern central Mississippi, so Jackson, Mississippi, down through Shreveport, New Orleans, Louisiana, got down towards Mobile, Alabama. Do be on the lookout for this, and especially here, if this does come to fruition, we could have bowing structures. If you are in the middle, the apex of a bow echo, could see winds in excess of 70 miles per hour with these storms, as a very strong low-level jet feeds off here through the morning hours, and this will only continue as we head here through the morning into the afternoon across portions of Alabama, getting into western and southwestern Georgia, the Florida Panhandle here, and these storms will continue and start to weaken as it here outruns more of the better instability and better here dynamics with the storm system as it moves into much of southern and central Georgia and in northern Florida. And this is going into Friday night. And the Storm Prediction Center's day 4 through 8 outlook, a couple more severe weather locations here with those. We'll go into those deeper in detail later this week. I just wanted to show you the severe weather setup as we head through not only this evening, also tomorrow, and then here as we head into Thursday regarding the severe weather potential there. So some very strong thunderstorms here. Do watch this here. Like I said, a bow echo will start to develop, I think, and this is going to be late on Thursday night, and then it will kind of push along and kind of weaken a little, but then reinvigorate as we have a strong dynamics here, a strong low-level jet, enough instability, and enough boundary layer moisture to keep these going. And here these will kind of move across the air. I think the stronger of the two, potentially the strongest day, I think, for severe weather this week will probably end up being Thursday and into Friday as well, maybe into Saturday into the far southeastern United States, as this system kind of pushes eastward with a lot of moisture, a lot of warm air for this time of year for the Gulf states in the southeast, a lot of instability to work with, so a lot of fuel for these thunderstorms. So do be mindful of that. 60 to 70 plus mile hour wind gusts, quarter size hail or larger, and potentially a few tornadoes. Do not be, just because it's a bow echo potential or a squall line moving through, does not mean that these cannot produce here a few spin up tornadoes and kinks in that line. So do be mindful of that. As we head through the week, I think, like I said, the stronger day for severe weather to me, and looking at the models here, look to be Thursday into Thursday night, and again through Friday and Friday night, maybe even getting into the wee hours of the morning here on Saturday, into the early morning hours on Saturday. So that will be, I think, the strongest period for severe weather. So thank you for watching my video. Remember to subscribe and like my video, and I will have another one regarding tomorrow, severe weather threat, and through the week here as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So thank you for watching.